Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. This your boy Town Biz. All right, check this out. Okay, so I wanted to give some clarity on, or at least give my interpretation. And I feel like some of these content creators are misleading their subscribers and misleading people that are basically discovering their videos and their content, because at the end of the day, to a certain degree, well, I ain't gonna say to a certain degree, it appears that they're inaccurate. And at the same time, you have a lot of dudes on here that talk about how, the opposition, the non-black ops, push a narrative about certain people that look like us with melanin. But at the same time, I see some hypocrisy. I see you doing the same thing that you're accusing, you know what I'm saying, the melaninless ops of doing. And that's just real talk. Okay, so with that being said, okay, let me talk about this video that I seen that basically has caused an uproar the past week. It was a video, or at first it was a picture, but I actually seen the video. I guess somebody who was in the audience filmed it and posted it on social media. And I feel like, certain people have been misinterpreting and misrepresenting what was in the picture. Now, in case you guys don't know, there's at first it was a picture that surfaced with Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, and Dave Chappelle posing for a picture. Kevin Hart and Chris Rock did a comic tour called Headliners Only. And I'm going to speak on both Kevin Hart and Chris Rock separately. But I feel like people are putting an unfair label on Dave Chappelle. For the second time, you've had Dave Chappelle's name unfairly attached or put in the middle of something where Dave Chappelle has been basically fair and basically maintained his basically been neutral about this situation. I heard what Dave Chappelle said about the incident when it first happened. Dave Chappelle said, "Hey, I'm not going to pick sides. I see myself in both of them. I see Will Smith in me, and I see Chris Rock." And you heard basically Dave Chappelle leave it at that. Now, a couple of days ago, or a few days ago, whenever this happened, Kevin Hart really showing who he is, and kind of Kevin Hart showed who he was a couple of years ago, which I'm gonna speak on that in the video. But basically, I guess they were done performing. Dave Chappelle made a quick appearance at the end of the show, and basically they posed for a picture. Now, Kevin Hart went backstage and walked out with a goat. And basically they started going on a quick, monologue about, using the N-word and all this kind of stuff, which that's his topic for a totally different day. Talking about, well, where I live at, I don't know if they're going to allow goats and all that stuff. And then Dave Chappelle said, "Hey, you should have got a sheep." And then all of a sudden, Dave Chappelle went over there and pet the goat. And he asked Chris Rock, what is he going to name the GOAT? And that's all he asked him. And then Kevin Hart said, "Oh, we going to name the GOAT Will Smith." Now, once again, Dave Chappelle didn't even bring up Will Smith. Kevin Hart brought up Will Smith, just like when that moron ran on the stage and attacked or tried to hit Dave Chappelle with the Goldberg with the spear. Once again, Dave Chappelle didn't bring up Will Smith. That was Chris Rock that came on stage and said, "Oh, is that you, Will Smith?" So how is it that Dave Chappelle is tied to this? Once again, Dave Chappelle didn't even bring up Will Smith. Kevin Hart brought up Will Smith. And then when Dave Chappelle had that incident in LA, that was Chris Rock that brought up Will Smith. So why is you pointing the finger at Dave Chappelle when he said nothing? Dave Chappelle got his own problems dealing with the Alphabet Mafia. Dave Chappelle hasn't said anything about that Will Smith since he did a segment. And you know how social media is. You know they would have been putting out reports if he would have had something to say about Will Smith. That's the thing. They only put out reports about people who have something to say negative about Will Smith. Nobody put out that video when Dave Chappelle basically said, you know, I'm taking the high road with this. So for people to sit up there and say they lost respect for Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle literally didn't say shit. Why are you mad at Dave Chappelle? He hasn't said anything. Then I don't want to try to make it look like I'm coming after somebody and I'm attacking somebody, because you know when you say people's name, oh, you're clout chasing. You're just trying to bring some attention to yourself. You're trying to start a beef. So that's why I don't say people's name, because I don't want to be accused of clout chasing, which I'm not clout chasing. So at the end of the day, to a certain degree, to the people that's making those videos, pointing the finger at Dave Chappelle, that's not right, and you're being inaccurate. And that's, you know what I'm saying? You doing the same thing which you accusing the oppressor of doing. You doing the exact same thing to Dave Chappelle. So that need to be brought up, and I'm bringing that up. That's just real talk. Anyway, just needed to get my point across. Needed to speak on that. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.